Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're going to play the brand new DLC of Panzer Corps 2, 1939. We're going to be playing the first mission, Czechoslovakia, which has some very interesting requirements. While the Allies continue their policy of appeasement, Germany is only emboldened in annexing its neighbors. Will Czechoslovakia finally be the end to German ambitions? Or will this just be another part of the fuse burning towards the powder keg of world war? Alright, let's start this off. Now, what you gotta do in the Czechoslovakia mission is that if you want to fulfill all the bonus objectives, which is only one, you are not allowed to destroy any unit, Czechoslovakia unit. Which is really interesting because you gotta make them move away from objectives, so you gotta make them retreat, but you can't finish them off, which is really interesting. We're gonna try to do that. And we're going to try to pick perks with that in mind as well. So it's going to be pretty fun. I'm quite excited for that. Hopefully you are too. By the way, in August we're switching video skip between my main and second channel. So the second and possibly third part of this mission will most likely be on the second channel. We also gained some heroes. This one has rapid fire, makes 2 more shots than normal. Then we've got Scavenger, captures twice the equipment from surrounding enemies. Artillery support, 80 support, first strike always goes first, 0 slots, this is really cool, unit slot cost is reduced to 0, quite nice, and evasive, minus 10% accuracy to enemies shooting at this unit. They're automatically assigned to your unit, so you don't have to worry about them. Also in this campaign there are commendation points, which we can later on use for different rewards. First of all, we've got to pick how we're gonna look. I think we'll go with, let's go with him, this guy, and we're gonna call ourselves Sampstra the Merciful because we are not allowed to kill the enemy units. Alright, first thing we're gonna pick is bad luck. Why? Well, combat results can never be better than predicted. This is really important if you can't kill enemy unit, otherwise what can happen to you is that the prediction tells you you're fine, they have 6 life, you're gonna do 5 damage, and then your guys do better and you kill them, and you're like, oops, I just lost the only thing I wanted. Then we're gonna grab Anti-Air Veteran, because I really like this perk. Anti-air units inflict outright kills instead of suppression, quite nice. I'm also gonna grab Green Army as always, Panzer General, Liberator, and could also pick Retrograde just for the fun of it, and then we would pick something like, I do like extra movement on my tanks. Master of Blitzkrieg and Perimeter Control. Friendly unit in a hex cancels enemy zone of control in that hex. I'm gonna try this. I don't think we've ever played with this, so we're gonna try it. Oh, I've got an extra S there. I can't even write my own name properly. You can tell I'm way too excited for this game. Hauptmann Wagner at your service, mein General. I will say it is good to see you returning to active service. As ever, I'm ready to assist you with the best battlefield intelligence we have available. Shall we begin? With the conclusion of the Spanish Civil War, we have been selected to undertake a special operation. We are moving in to annex the rest of Czechoslovakia. Primary objective, okay. Bonus objective, do not destroy any Czech units, and we gotta capture all victory hexes. Last year's annexation on the Sudetenland, we have completely taken over these Czech borders fortifications, therefore overall resistance should be light. Because of this, High Command has several requests for us. In addition to not being able to deploy any aircraft, we've also been asked to minimize both German and Czech losses. We're not here to cause a bloodbath. Sympathetic forces within Czechoslovakia have provided us with excellent intelligence on the position of all enemy units. We should be able to use this knowledge to avoid large formation or of hostiles entirely. Any hostile Czech forces we do encounter should be encouraged to displace but not destroyed outright. I recommend extra artillery forces to help convince them to move out of our way. Be sure to also leave behind at least minimal garrison to defend your objectives. Probing movement from enemy border patrols are to be expected. If you encounter too much trouble, you're authorized to defend yourself, but consider destroying the enemy as a last resort only. Occupying the Skoda factory in Prague directly will serve if the softer approach fails. To victory! For Germany! Alright, so we're gonna buy a couple of additional units. We're gonna buy 2 of these Merchant Pioneers, and we're gonna buy 1 artillery that can do both 80 support and artillery support with movement. And then we have 3 units left, and then we're gonna buy 1 more one more of these pioneers. They're weak, but we can use the Brickin pioneers to just kind of stand somewhere and protect these objectives, which is what I want to do. Let's place them like that. We're going to place one of these recons here on the right and the artillery down there. Okay, let's begin. Alright, so we can either try to take all the marked hexes, or we can try to destroy Plzeň and Prague. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to take all the marked hexes. So first thing we got to do is we're going to push this artillery away. So we're going to start with our own artillery, do some 0-1 damage, and then try to push them with our infantry. The way this works is that you look at their strength, and this is their unsuppressed strength. If you destroy more than 66% of units' unsuppressed strength in one turn, they will try to retreat. If they have somewhere to retreat to, they will retreat there. If not, they will... If they do not have anywhere to retreat to, they will surrender. Surrendering counts as destroying an enemy unit, so we definitely don't want to let that happen. Now, we're going to take a lot of our units here on the right. However, we're probably not going to start attacking these guys yet. We're trying to kind of coordinate it all at once. So at the moment, I'm just going to be placing a lot of units over there. I need some good artillery here. Ideally, it should stand where this unit is standing, but now we're going to place it over here so that we can protect the guys that are going to be inside this. Yeah, let's do the 0-2. We can push them up further. Why not? And we'll move another tank in that direction. Here, we're going to keep like the weaker units, the Brickin pioneers. You can't move through this, but they can, because we would have to destroy this unit, so keep that in mind. This recon will also go on the right, and this tank as well. We're going to keep a second artillery here behind this. Okay, maybe we should have kept one artillery over there, but I think it's fine. Then we're going to start focusing on moving down here towards these objectives. Now, this river can only be crossed by the Brickin pioneers or other infantry, so we want to make sure that we grab units like that. I'm going to put the recon in here, and my Brickin pioneers are going to move onto the river. Then we're going to grab some artillery behind to protect it. And this artillery is going to be moving. This artillery is just going to move down here, so we can soon start attacking that thing over there. These guys will also move in this direction. A tank, anti-tank. Here we only want to keep, I think, one infantry here. Probably the weaker one, so this one. And everything else, so we'll stop with them like that. Hey, do you not have a transport or something as opposed to you? I think they're fine. Let's move these guys that way. And we'll then move these back and do the artillery there to protect it. This recon cannot move anywhere further. Okay, so I think we're done here. Hopefully it's going to work out the way I want it to work out. Special reinforcements have arrived, Mein General. For Germany's contribution to the Spanish Civil War, we've been granted a special unit of Spanish soldiers. Seems their unit is especially skilled at close combat encounters. Their talents should prove quite useful in urban conflict zones. So we're going to get a new unit over here somewhere. There, you can see it now. So they could actually move here, but they do not have that turn yet. Okay, so you probably don't need to be here. So you go move that way. And we'll just try to keep like one artillery and the infantry there. Hopefully it will be enough. We've got that second artillery if you're really in trouble. Let's go grab that objective. This tank is going to go down here to get ready, but not attack just yet. Now what's really important here is that we could do this 1-8, right? Then potentially I could grab another tank and do another 1-8, which would push them away. But unless I have a unit that can go here and stand there, the problem is that they can... Then they'll have only HP of like 2. And then if they step back, we won't be able to move them away without killing them, which can be a really, really big problem. So it's something to keep in mind. Now we gotta go down here towards these guys. Oh, I did not mean to do that move. But okay, whatever. Let's start by hitting this other infantry as well. We want to try to push it away. I mean, we don't need to push it away too much. Our focus really should be down here. This is a better unit. These are pioneers. Let's move them there. We'll have this artillery kind of stand behind these guys in case we need it. And then we're going to start moving down there. Maybe I should have moved that close with these guys, but not much I can do about it now. These guys will move like so. You can move forward and these guys will then move there. This artillery should be fine where it is. That thing is ready and we're starting to move. All right. Hopefully it will all go well. Yeah, this thing, the fact that we kept them in this transport is a bit of a problem. So I don't think they did any crazy damage. Yeah, 3 damage is okay. It's not too bad. Alright. Now, we're going to start moving. We're going to prepare another tank down here. Then we're going to start moving our recons lower. And the infantry is going to get ready to step in. So we might try... Actually, do you want to try the attack already? I don't think we do. I don't think we're ready yet. Let's grab the infantry. Let's just be ready. And we're going to try to do a bit more like coordinated attack. The problem is if we kind of start standing there and getting that objective for like a while, the problem is going to be is that they will hit us back and they will be able to destroy the thing before we can move here. Because getting to this position is going to take us a few turns at least. So I'm going to try to be strategic about this and not like get unnecessary damage to myself if I don't need it. Okay, we need some artillery, ideally the better one, which is this one. Oh, but then we can't really get a shot at anything. So let's get a shot over here. And then we'll move the artillery forward to there, let's say. 3, 4, 4, 9, 5, 4. They're all great stuff. Let's move downwards. We're just going to try to bypass them with that unit there. We're keeping the artillery 1 unit over here. We could do 0-2 just to push that away. Put the anti-tank down, and you guys try to not be in a transport, I think. Okay. We'll do this on the next one, so let's just replace that recon there. These guys could move onto this objective very quickly. You need to... Okay, you can get out, potentially, and you could step in. This thing is a little worrying. 1-1 and we'll only suppress them. That's not worth it. So let's move you guys in there. We could do 1-2 at least, which is much better. These guys will then move down in that direction as well. And we could do a 1-2 or 0-1 artillery on this. Okay, I think we're fine. Let's do another turn. We'll see how it goes. Kind of worried where they're going to focus most of their forces. So far, so good. They moved their artillery into a very dangerous position there. That's not a great place to be. Now, we'll start grabbing this and then Prague. We could also grab both 2 victory hexes, but the second victory hex is Plzeň, which is very well protected, so we definitely don't want that. Do we want to go with the recon over here? I think we have to go. I think we have to go here, because if we don't, they can hit us pretty hard. So we're gonna... the thing is, let's step there with the tank. We have enough other tanks here to help out. And we'll use this recon and move as far as we can with the other recon so that we can start moving towards these marked hex objectives. You go here, step into this marked objective. We're gonna finish this. So 2-5, 3-9, 3-5. Guess we'll do the 3-9. That should allow us to push them away. We'll step in with the anti-tank. It's a bit of a weird decision, but I don't really care for the anti-tank too much. Now, remember, this tank cannot cross the river, if I remember correctly. So we're just going to place it maybe here and move the artillery behind to kind of be, like, protected. Yeah, so we are being protected here by this artillery. This hex is not protected that much, but we can always fall back and not care about it. We need to go back with our artillery to make sure that it stays safe. Maybe we could do 0-3, and then we're gonna have to fall back with this infantry as well so that they can't hit it too hard. Okay, good. You guys, gonna stand on the river. Of a risk, but we'll do it. Let's replace that, get some hit on this tank here. You could hit this artillery and then here as well. We're leaving this alone, and we're going to try to drag along this bottom. Yeah, so this is the thing. See, this is why I didn't want to do the attack too soon, but I was worried if I wasn't going to do this way, a step there, that they would move there with some of their objectives. Then it could be difficult for us to do this. So we're definitely going to need to reinforce them there and try to do some nice damage. Oh, they're moving around to try to attack my artillery. So we're going to fall back with the artillery and move that other infantry there to protect it. So let's do that first. You take a step back and hit them, and you... I guess you could move over there and you can move this way. Other artillery could do damage on their tank as well. Here we could do 0 too. Now I need to replace my recon, unless do we want to move there with the tank? Seems like we're gonna have to start going this way, unless, because we don't want to let them place their tank there. Ah, we should have gone with the infantry. Oh, never mind. Could we do it here though? 1 6 0 3, and then we can step in there with, oh, with nothing. Okay, so we're gonna have to attack it next turn. That's fine. You get extra replacement. You start moving as far ahead as you can. You're gonna step into this objective. All right. You, with a forced march, you can only get this far, but we're gonna try to get at least towards the river. So I think next turn we should be able to step in really nicely. I don't think the tank can cross the river there. I don't think so. We'll replace that. You go here. Protect the artillery. And we're gonna start hitting this recon of theirs. 1 3, sure. Oh, right. Of course. Okay, that was me totally catching the bait. Because they placed it there perfectly just to kind of make you make that mistake, which I totally did. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, we just need these two. We should be able to do it soon. Fingers crossed. Yeah, just like I said, it was my fault. I admit it. It was foolish. Okay. You guys. What? I thought you could go through. Oh, does it has to be the Breaking Pioneer specifically? They could be like any infantry. I think it has to be these guys specifically. Well, that's not ideal because it's going to take forever to get there. Well, I mean, I guess we'll try with these guys just to see if maybe these guys could make it through. And then they can go backwards if needed. Now this recon needs to go down. Hopefully we'll be able to get these two objectives. I'm worried about this now. I'm worried about whether I can get to this. Yeah, that's a problem. 1 3, sure. We'll use the artillery to do some damage over there. And you take a step back. Yeah, okay, we're protected there. Here, artillery. We can do some damage, but I think we'll just replace. And we can do some damage from this side. Again, 1 2 there. Okay. 1 7 1 7. We'll do 1 7 from this side. We'll step in. We can always step in with the tank if it's necessary. Here we should be able to do 0 8. We'll step in with the tank. We'll keep on replacing this. And we'll move this recon. What is this? This is not a recon. This is anti-tank. Not the best movement. I wonder if that infantry will... we're gonna move this down, and we'll keep the anti-tank tier to help wherever it's needed. you need to go this way as well. Yeah, if you can just get there. I'm worried that one of these is gonna fall just on the turn where we need it to not fall. But guys, you gotta have faith, Our units are strong. We can do it. So we didn't seem to have that many problems with not being able to kill demons. The bad luck really helped. Like when I did it in my test run, I didn't have the bad luck, and it was really bad because oftentimes you just like accidentally killed someone. I was like, no, don't make me accidentally kill someone. That's just like, that's not fun. That's just like really messed up. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you, and like, bam, dead. These units are so slow. Okay, see, I think the problem is that the second I'm gonna step onto this, oh, we're gonna have to get so close to the artillery to get to there. Because we can go through this, but we don't have a choice. We're just gonna have to try. I think they're gonna decimate this recon, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Now here, we could do 2-3. That's really... Let's do 1-3. That shouldn't kill them. I just want to see if there's a chance. Yeah, none of these guys can go through. Not even with force march. They can't even stand. So the pioneers can't do it either over the river. So we really gotta grab these guys, which again, taking forever. Let's do 0-3. Again, we just want to make sure we keep on protecting this artillery. I was so sure I can do that. And this recon. Gonna die. Use some basic attacks here. 0-2. 1-on-1, why not? We could do not much. Let's do 0-1 on this thing on the right. Hit their artillery, 1-2 damage. You need to get replaced. You could do 1-4, go on. It's gonna help us to hit them up a little bit, just to make sure that they don't do too much damage to us. We're gonna follow down with this tank to help again, if needed. If needed. We'll move this up. Because of the zone of control, they shouldn't be able to grab that objective. If they don't kill this recon, we can do it next turn. We can do it. But if they decimate it, then, you know. Or if they destroy one of these that we've got there standing. Ooh, 3 suppressed. Just let me run. That's all I want to do. Just let me run. Please, please. No! So close. No! This is exactly what I was talking about. Okay, but we could move 1-7 here. Make them go away, I think. Okay, you step in there. You get replaced. Next turn, I think we can get these guys out. I don't want to... Well, actually, if you do it now, we should be able to step in there. But I think if we do that, they'll just step in there themselves. So we don't want to do it. However, we can go here, which is perfect. You go there. So we've got everything except this. Do we try it this turn or next turn? I guess go on. Let's try it this turn. Because I think the game ends the moment we step on it. Yes, we don't even need to wait for an enemy turn. And we got this in like, what, 20 minutes? This was really, really good around. I'm very happy. Mount General, I have several reports for your attention. High Command sends their commendation on a job well done. They're especially pleased with the seizure of the Skoda factory complexes. We're still inventorying all the arms we've acquired, but early estimates of tanks are in the hundreds, artillery pieces in the thousands, rifles possibly passing 1 million. As we saw in the skirmish, some of the Czech tanks were quite formidable indeed. Plans are already being made to adopt the Czech tanks into our Wehrmacht arsenal as Panzerkampfwagen und Panzerkampfwagen 38. I definitely recommend upgrading a few of our tanks to these newly available models. They will surely be a welcome upgrade while we wait for Panzer III and Panzer Force to finish production. With regard to our next deployment, we're being sent to the Rhineland. Supposedly we're going as part of the remilitarization effort, but there hasn't been any activity in the island since it was reoccupied in 1936, so it recently looks like a parade duty to me. I don't know about you, but after all the time I spent in Spain only to then be rushed out here to Czechoslovakia, I certainly could use a few months of R&R. Maybe now is a good time to invite Anna Sofia to Germany. Perhaps this will be a nice and leisurely start to our campaign, yeah? Hauptmann Wagner laughs to himself. Historically, the dismantling of Czech will begin in September 1938 with the signing of the Munich Agreement. With the loss of the Sudetenland and its formidable border defenses with Czechoslovakia and its quite modern army was convinced to surrender to Germany without a fight as a part of the ongoing strategy of appeasement. Alright, we're going to click on continue. I think we did so well. I'm so proud of that. There were some places where we could do a little bit better, but I'm really glad, because if you mess this up, it can be quite of a bloodbath for you, especially if you're trying to not kill the Czech units. If you just ignore the bonus objective with not killing the Czech units, you can be fine, because you can just decimate them. But if you're trying to not do that, you can end up taking a lot of damage yourself just because you really can't avoid it. Okay, well, regardless, if you want to see the next episode, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you there. Bye bye.